Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another live stream. Yes, hello, hello, man. Scaramouche. Hello, Leo, welcome in. How's it going? We're doing well. What is Scaramouche? Hey, good guys, welcome in. I am not late. I refute this. I am not late. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Happy Thursday. The week's almost over. My God. My God. I was thinking, which is a dangerous thing, I know. Thinking can be very painful. Do it at your own discretion. But I was thinking. Man, coding AI for a tower to align to a target is annoying. A tower to align to a target. What do you mean align to a target? Do you mean look at a target? You're really tired? I'm sorry. Maybe you should get more sleep. And I go to sleep so late. As a turret. Yeah, so you just wanted to look at the target. Yeah, that... Do you need help with that? I can show you how to do that. I can show you how to... You just do find look at rotation, and you set the actor's rotation based on that, basically. That's all you need to do. Madge. If the alignment working, but it's like now it's prioritizing only looking at the target and not firing. So just do a check. If the dot product of the forward vectors is like greater than 0.9, so it's like, let's say, depending on how close you want it to be, then fire. If it's not, then don't fire. So I'm doing so. Oh, you're doing a stupid. Oh, okay. Welcome to the club. I do stupid all the time. I'm with self. You know the t-shirts? They're like, I'm with stupid. My t-shirt should just say, I'm stupid with an arrow pointing at me. You had a Boolean map to when it got aligned during the look and rotation. Oh, and did you just have it set wrong? Like it was never set to true when it should have been set to true, kind of thing. Yeah. Well, there you go. Glad you got it figured out. Glad you got it working. So the plans for today are simple. Well, I don't know if they're simple. We're gonna start with our actual search algorithm. We're doing the search. We're making it so we can search by word. After this, the next step after this would be to work on the UI to make it so in the hub you get the deck builder, and in the game you get the collection. And that's all we show. It was being set to align equals true, but for some reason it still doesn't fire. I mean, just because something is set to true doesn't mean it does anything once it's set to true. Do you have something checking if it's true, then doing something like a branch? Yeah, I don't know how you have it set up, to be fair, so. I imagine, like, you could do it on a timer. Set a timer, shoots every however long, and the timer just checks for a bool. And if the bool is true, then it fires. Otherwise, it just exits out. So let's say every 0.1 seconds, if it fires like 10 times a second. Nice simple method of there. What? Okay, so we got to we gotta do this. So what we're doing now is this search used to be by word. So if I do crit, I get crit chance and crit damage. But if I do crit cha, I get nothing. And we want to make it so crit cha gets us crit chance. And we blame Leo for this, by the way. But he was wondering why we're doing this. We're blaming Leo because he gave us a good suggestion, and now he has to take responsibility in realizing this is now going to take time to do. Cha. Yes, you take full responsibility. Good. Based on the behavior tree, it prioritizes alignment of an. If the alignment bool is false, then it does the alignment logic. False then sets back to true, and then firing the projectile waits for a true. Oh, I see what. Oh, okay. You're doing it inside of a behavior tree. So all you need to do is set the fire logic to the left of. See, but then do you not want it to also rotate? You want it to just rotate and then stop rotating and shoot. You don't want it to rotate and shoot then? Like, you don't want that to be a thing? It's interesting. Why do you have a turret using behavior trees? Why are you using behavior trees for a turret? Personally, I wouldn't do it with like full-on AI, but if it works, I guess. I would just do it like as a simple like. Like within radius. Like if you enter the into the radius, then cool, it activates. If otherwise, it ignores you, kind of thing. Different states, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if it works for you, then great. Cha in Portuguese means tea. Apparently, there's only 2 words in the world for tea. Well, in Japanese, ocha. Ocha means green tea. Well, there's a different one for black tea that I started to learn, but I didn't memorize it. Kocha is black tea. Kocha. Instead of Ocha, it's Kocha. Basically depends from who your origin language. Imported tea. Brazil imported from China. And they say cha. You're using the AI perception tool to detect targets. That's why. There's no easy way to do real-time, do that without iterating over every enemy unit to see if it's in range. Why? You don't need to do you don't need to do that. No. Here's an easy solution to this. Here's your guy. Here's a sphere collision. Enters. On collision, enter. It starts. It checks if it needs to track it. On collision, exit. It says stop tracking it if it already exists. If he's tracking it, stop tracking it. Done. You just do a check on begin overlap. And then on exit overlap. You stop doing it. Yeah. What? Right? Hello, Cold Bat Sore. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Taxing? Why is it taxing? I don't know the insides of, like, under the hood stuff. Why is it taxing? If you're only checking, let's say, a specific collision channel, that the thing is, so it won't check everything. It'll only check the collision channel that it needs to for that one thing. You try to avoid on overlap, but for like portals, to change maps. Oh, why? I would give it a custom collision, and then I would have the on begin overlap check for that specific collision, and then so you don't get anything extra, and then you can filter out if you need past that. You say taxing, but do you have numbers like or info about how taxing or why it's taxing or anything? Out of curiosity. Get search text. You think you couldn't get the collision to work for you? I don't know. Might be able to try again. Yeah, I use collisions collision overlaps all the time. I just make it so you turn off anything you don't need. Do I have like yeah. For example, this is my spawning collision. It just works the way I want. And if I look for collision, I ignore everything except the room manager stuff. So in my case, so anything that's room manager, I use that for like spawning within this radius. So if it's basically the camera's right there, if it's within this radius, then it spawns mobs. Outside the radius, it doesn't spawn mobs. Yeah, I don't know expensive versus not expensive. That's not something that I can easily find. So I just do what seems to work. It's called Split. Yeah, Split. No, not Split. I forget what it's called. What is it called when I want to? Is it Parsons Array? Divide by separator and empty string. Okay. This is the one I want. And delimiter is a space. So if I just did a print string here. Thank you. 2. 1. Why is it? Oh, it's going twice because 1 for this one. Hey, look at that. Another thing you think you need was prediction sys for stuff like mortar turrets or bullet trajectory stuff. Oh, there's a node for that. If you need to do prediction for like, yeah, for stuff like that, there's a node for that. Yeah, suggest projectile velocity. Yeah, so there's a node called suggest projectile velocity on moving target. It even gives you a time to target. You can override the gravity. You put in the target actor, and the start location. You can even offset it if you want. Yeah, I use this all the time for my my projectile on enemies. I use this node. So, for example, I'll show you. If I go ahead and grab us, I don't know, this guy. Yeah, that projectile. You see how it arcs and goes down? Yeah, there's no documentation for Unreal. Yeah, that doesn't exist. If you need node-based documentation, that's not a thing. But you can see, yeah, it has gravity. I reduced the gravity so it lasts longer. And it has like a longer arc before it falls down. But yeah, you can see. Yeah, just no need for that. Yeah, just use that node. Yeah, if you search custom, custom projectile, I just remember then I get suggest projectile. That's what you need. Suggest projectile. So you get suggest projectile velocity, custom arc, regular, and moving target. The one I like is moving target specifically because he has a time to target. The other ones don't. If you do suggest projectile velocity, custom arc, you have end and start positions. Suggest projectile velocity has a lot, other information, but it doesn't have time to target. But basically, from here, this out launch velocity, yeah, you just do like, I don't know, like something like launch character. Right, and then you just literally plug that in directly. If you want to like launch a character that way, or if you want to like launch something else, right, you use whatever appropriate. But this is your velocity. So if you have a projectile, you just set the velocity to be that, and then there you go. I deserve this. The pendulum swings both ways. This is what you get for suggesting a good idea to Mr. Croshen. You get to mold. Yeah, there you go, Leo. I get to do this while you get to do that. Yeah, I learned about this node not too long ago. Well, it's been a while actually at this point. Now you have to rewrite stuff. But it's easier now, right? With this node? You're welcome. Shush. No. Your night was going so good. What do you mean? Isn't it better now? Now you learned that there's just easier ways to do what you're trying to do. That seems good, no? Why is that not good? You got to work with the behavior tree, but it took an arm and a leg of coding. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. So yeah. Again, if you're fine with, I guess, it being more expensive to do it that way, yeah, I just do on begin and overlap on a custom collision. So you're not checking absolutely everything. You're only checking like the stuff you need. And then to shoot, you just do like on a timer. If you need to shoot like every certain amount, to just do the projectile, suggest projectile, because it's literally designed to do like arcs. If you want straight, obviously it's easy, but it's designed for arcs. So yeah. Yep. Yep. Okay, I no longer need solo tier search. I don't need tier search. I am gonna need to do... This is going to... Okay, I'm going to need to do something with this. So I need to first check if it has... Tier. There's the word tier. Then we're going to do a tier search. Then I wanted to it's not remove. String replace. From tier to nothing. And just reset it to be that. Now you're gonna watch Kriggle roll in the background, suddenly recode and not mauled? My goodness. Not molding, what is this? Have a good one, Leo. Enjoy! Enjoy! Okay, so we're gonna need to do this. Then we need to do you. I don't want to do this here. This would need to go here. Welcome back, Guts. Welcome back. Let's here, let's do this. Put this down here. Grab it a bit extra. Okay, I need you. So when you go through every single card, you need to get this. I'm going to check if it is equal here. And then this. We need all of that. Oh! Sorry, Guts. I, I didn't get it. Yeah. Like, you can't expect me to be, you know, smart like that. Yeah. It's, come on. You expect so much from me. I can only disappoint. Okay, so this should allow us to do anything and then tier whatever. It's not going to do anything else here. We're breaking it, but... So now, if I did... blah, 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 right? It gets nothing. But blah, 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 and then tier 1. Yes, it's tier 1. And then we can do tier 1 and blah, blah, blah. And that still works. Tier 2. So each one of these is going to get parsed individually, and we can still search for tiers. Excellent. Not tears. Just so we're clear, we're not crying here. Okay. Although, we could search if, you know, the person's sad. But I mean, at that point, it would just always return true. And so I don't think there's a point to do a search for it. You're curious because it's 2.5D? I can show you. Yeah, so the characters are all sprites. But the environment is all 3D. And the way it works is it's like Binding of Isaac, where this is my fun little debug screen where I have multiple tiers of cards. And you can create your own deck. So you have a deck builder here. When you unlock cards, you can put cards into your deck to have the run be how you want it. And basically, down below, you can see I have like 3 notches here. And the amount of notches is dependent on the level you're at, like of the game. And every time you get to one of these, you get an option of one of 3 cards that from your deck. But they all stack together. So, for example, I can get an air blade, which makes my melee attacks also shoot a projectile. I can also get multi-hit. Now, some cards have a melee and a ranged version. So for melee, damage is calculated 4 extra times, but 72% less damage. And if it's a projectile, then it has 4 extra projectiles, also 72% less damage. So if I select that, now my attack does 5 projectiles, right? And if I continue down, let's say I get myself, well, let's go with, fire aspects. We can catch people on fire. We can also leave a fire trail. That seems fun. And let's get an aura around us. So now, my attacks make them take fire damage, so they can see. And they also have AoE damage from... And because I'm now doing a melee and a ranged attack, I can go ahead and actually just shotgun them effectively. So, I need to do something about the audio, but everything stacks, pretty much. So, if I want to, right, I can also do stun, lifesteal, all this. I can increase my radius. If I increase my radius, the aura now goes out further. And anything else that would be aura, like aura radius related, would also go out further. And there's a lot of stuff. Mirror rocket. When blocking projectiles, shoot a copy back at your enemy. I don't have any enemy. Your projectiles. Oh, this is not working, right? We checked this. I think this wasn't working before. Yeah, okay. The mirror rocket is broken. I gotta fix that. Okay. I like how you block the world out too. Yeah, when you everything needs to be blocked out first. We want to make sure that's actually playable before you start making, you know, this is all prototype. So yeah, at this stage, there's no reason for me to go and make it very pretty. Because yeah, and there you go. So I got to the first thing, and I get one of the cards in my deck, or 3 options. I can choose one. The other 2 you lose. You lose them. So you can only get one of the 3. So for example, if I get crit chance up, then the other 2 go bye-bye. So when you're doing the deck building, you can put in super awesome combos. So let's say you have a 3-card combo. Well, if you get those 3 cards appear 1, 2, 3 on one choice, you're out of a combo. So you got to think about like, okay, do I want to lean into just one combo, or probably not? You probably want to lean into multiple, or some cards that work with multiple combos and things of that nature. Yeah, right. The plan is to have over 100 power-ups, and they all have tiers, as you can see. I can even do things like have explosions for dash attacks, and yeah. And I get errors. Why do I have errors? What's wrong? How do you not have this?
Pausing for ads.
I don't know how it is that you don't have this, but... But yeah, that's the okay. Anyhow, and we pause for ads here, so you don't miss anything, even if you don't sub or anything. But I'm glad you like it. If you can hear me. Are you out there? Can you hear me? You're back. Welcome back. Yeah, that's I paused for ads so you don't miss anything. Except for all the shit talk, you know, that we do about people who don't have ad, you know, who have ads. So, you know, we shit talk them all the time. It's just I'm kidding. Yeah, right now we're working on taking care of the search, making it so every part of it can be searched. And then we're gonna work on some UI stuff and continue from there. You're making one that's multiplayer with 360 camera rotation. Ooh. Is it also like a roguelike? Or like an action ARPG type game? Yeah, mine's kind of a... Basically, mine is a Binding of Isaac action RPG. I guess really that's the main part. Is using a star algorithm for movement, grid-based. A star algorithm. What is a star algorithm? Star algorithm. Oh, A star. A asterisk. Got it. Okay. Not a star. Okay. PCG's introduced pathfinding now that does that. Have you seen? In 5.5? Hello, Mr. Shifty. Welcome in. How's it going? Yeah, 5.5 PCG pathfinding has A star. I know it's called A star, but I guess yeah, sure. A star pathfinding built into it. It's really nice. I don't need this. I don't need this. I just need to search you. Oh, you're in U427? Oh, that means you're probably been developing your game for quite some time then, right? If you're still on if you're on 427, I imagine you started then in Unreal 4. Like waiting for the marketplace to have everything you needed. Now that it's on Fab, you're gonna be waiting for a while. Oh, speaking of, I learned something interesting today that is quite depressing about Fab. And let me show you. And I think this is the worst. Oh no, not Fab. No. You're gonna want to know this. So, this is Fab. If you search for a motherboard that is free, okay? You get just 2 results across everything. Now, the reason I want to bring this up is because Fab is a combination of, right, the Unreal Marketplace, Sketchfab, and something else that I forget. But the reason why I bring it up is because on Sketchfab, these are all the free motherboards. And notice they're not on Fab. In 2025, all of this free stuff on Sketchfab is going away. I'm still scrolling. Motherboard on Sketchfab. All of this stuff is free. And if I look at it, some of these are not great, but some of these are quite nice. You know, yeah, maybe not to use in a game, but like as reference for like, and for like a bunch of other stuff, right? This is like decent models. And you just download here. There's a download button right there. And the reason I bring it up is because all of the free stuff from Sketchfab isn't getting migrated. Yeah, that's huge. That's very bad. Because at least people like me, I use Sketchfab to get like a bunch of like just, you know, good starter stuff that's free. You know, it doesn't have to be great, but yeah. How do you filter it out? How do I filter what part out? The fact that it's free, right here. Under price, you can select free. And I just search for motherboard. But the point is, Sketchfab free stuff? It ain't in Fab. So, yeah, so everything free is gonna be going to the void. Yep. In 2025, once Sketchfab goes down, all of it's going away. And that, I think, out of anything that I've seen that Fab has problems with, this is the biggest, this is the one of the biggest things. That is a problem. Because I'm searching for motherboard, but there's a lot of stuff you can, you know, you can find. Like, here's a bunch of cave stuff. This is all downloadable, by the way. This is all free right now. I'm searching for free downloadable with the word cave. Look at all this stuff. All different kinds. There's like skulls if I search for it. If I search cave, I have some of them, but that's it. I ran out. Some of these are just material, right? Materials, we can ignore them. But look at this. Look at this. I'm scrolling. I'm continuing to scroll. This is all free. You can download it right now from Sketchfab. Continue to scroll. It's insane. We're losing all of this. All of this is gone. I'm still scrolling. So yeah, that's my daily fab rant. You have a 5.5 hour stream you can't watch though. Through that tonight, you're gonna watch the rerun tomorrow instead of for Critical Role. Yeah, absolutely, Comet. I think this is one thing that I only learned about today, and no one has been talking about this. Where's all the stuff? What, they're gonna shut down Sketchfab in 2025, from my understanding, and all this is gonna go away. I'm scrolling. Like, this is just insane amount of stuff. So yeah, that's my little update on Sketchfab. Oh, not Sketchfab. Oh yeah, Sketchfab and Fab. There were a bunch of bad free assets like models ripped from games, so I wonder if they're trying to clear some of that out. That's not why, let's be honest. Right now, and you know how I know that's not why? See if I can find it. Oh, I linked it yesterday. Yesterday there was an environment on Fab selling for $100 of San Francisco from the game The Crew. So it's definitely not because it's copyrighted. They're putting stuff that's copyrighted on Fab already. There's stuff that's there's Spider-Man, and stuff. There's Goku and Frieza on Fab. So that's not why. It's for a marketing play for them to preferring people upload their content for free so they can. Yeah, of course, yeah. But it hurts the people, right? They're supposedly starting to remove some of it. Supposedly, yeah. But why did they get approved? Right? It's the thing. It's like, why is it getting approved to begin with? That's the question I got. This cannot be add. This needs to be add unique. But, you know, it is what it is. There's no approval as far as I know. They're so harsh on. Yeah, I had to go through so many iterations for my Unreal project. I generally had to go through so many iterations. And then they approved it. I made a change. And then when I wanted to make a change again, they asked for other changes. Because they have the no moderation. They might have no moderation for well, actually, no, even then. The thing that I saw was an Unreal environment. So, like, I get scrutinized, but that got approved. I don't think... I think they just checked that it just, like, is it technically the right format? And then that's it. They don't look at what's inside of it, like, closely. Because I know there's on music... I saw people uploading the exact same music, multiple people. Like, it might just copyrighted from, you know, who knows who the original person was. So there's a lot of stuff like this, unfortunately. But now the more you know. The more you know. So I think that's all I need here. Let's see if this works. No, they do have well, I don't know about no moderation. They have a process to get things onto the marketplace. So they should be moderating at that point, right? They shouldn't need to moderate after after it's been added, because the moderation check should happen when you submit something, because they're doing a check for it. Unless they're not really doing a check for it and they're running like a script that checks there's no errors, for example. If that's all they're doing, then yeah. But at least for mine, they're like, yeah, this needs it's like, it needs documentation. So write up documentation. I'm like, okay, write up documentation. Oh, I see. Yeah. So this works. If I search Kricha, it gets this because it gets Kri, and gets this because it gets both crit and cha. If I search crit dam, then I'll get a lot of damage. Yeah, but it works. It only has the letters DAM anywhere. It works. I'll eventually add things like searching for unstackable and things like searching for more or additional. But you still search for. Oh, the problem is if I want to search. Ooh. See, now if I want to search specifically for critical damage, I don't get critical damage only. You say you're welcome, Leo, but I don't like this part. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's technically not. No, it's technically correct. But is it better? Is this actually better? Like, I would want to be able to search for a specific card. And the reason for this is because it also searches all the descriptions. So these words have the word damage in it. Damage, damage, damage. That's why we're getting it. Right? Because it searches description as well. How can we make it so it searches also? I mean, I can make it so maybe it like if I put like an asterisk here, then it'll search specifically critical damage. And maybe if I search like asterisks, they'll like within asterisks, then it'll search the specific phrase. and then afterwards it does however it wants. So if I did something like crit dam asterisk, whatever it was, it would search this together, and then the rest would be, however I wanted to. Tier 2 or... Oh, wait, what happened to tier 2? What? Oh! This now no longer filters out correctly. I need this to filter out everything afterwards. Because I want this to be exclude everything that's not tier 2. So let's do current search tier. So it's gonna set current search tier when it finds it. Once it's complete, it doesn't do this. It first it's gonna need to go through my card collection. That's what we just went through. And I need to promote this to a local variable. Tier filtered cards. And then we're left with just the tier filtered cards at the end. Is that all we need? Wait. That's not what we're searching. That's what we're searching. So if I did crit, right, I need to make sure that I only do this if I have something set. Oopsie. Or just search empty is empty. Let's only do this if it's not empty. Thank you. So if I did crit. Oh. And if it, yep. This is what happens when you there's just one thing, and then it becomes 10 other things. Because we're now outputting this. We just need to set false, just set as you. There we go. Crit, and if I do crit tier 2, I just get crit tier 2. And if I get crit tier 1, then I get crit tier 1. I get crit damage tier 1, and if I do tier 2, I only get the tier 2 cards. Excellent. So that works how I want it to. Now, do we set it up so I can do like an asterisk or something? Well, if I did an asterisk, I'd effectively want it to be all of them. And I want everything to be 4. But then, like, let's say I did asterisk here, and I want critical damage. But then I'd have to write critical dam, which is fine. Let's try some stuff. Yeah, let's try some stuff. So here, when we parse it into arrays, I'm doing a check to see if it has the word tier for whichever one it is. But after that, we also want to check if it has the one. Before I do the parse, this has to happen before I do the parse. Because basically, I need to do I need to parse it instead of a space. I need to parse it based on an asterisk. Oh, sorry. First thing to do is check if it contains an asterisk. Does it contain an asterisk? Do I need to check? Right now you're trying to avoid a cast on collision. What are you checking for? You might not need it. What are you checking for? Are you checking if it's a player? Because that's easy. You don't need a cast for that one. Or if you're checking if it's a non-player. Player / non-player. What are you checking for? On overload begin to see if it's a particular unit as an enemy / target. Do a blueprint interface. Plug it into your parent character and have it output whether it's one or the other, and then use the blueprint interface to check, and then you can do it on anything that has the interface. So you'd be like a blueprint interface is like check, enemy, whatever, and then you don't need to cast a specific thing. All good, Leo. All good. I'm gonna check if we have the asterisks to start with, and we go from there. So if we do, I want to parse it into both. And then what I want to do is get the first one, which is like the full string. Okay. And then we need to search for it. And then we need to parse the rest and search for the rest. So what we can do is do this. Set it to be the current search term. And then we continue through. It's going to be a little messy right now, but just bear with it. And if it's not... and afterwards, it does... Then we get the other half. This is going to change in a second. You have the other half, and we need to do this with it. If I do a select based off of this asterisk search. So if it's an asterisk search, then we do this. That's our parse. And if it's not an asterisk search, then we parse this.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Nope. Okay, I'll connect it after the ads. So are you dropping the AI part, Leo? If you can hear me during these ads. Parsing is always a pain. You're doing it for databasing right now? Parsing is always a pain. Oh. Yeah. Well, you need to like split one thing into multiple and again, and yeah, yeah. I'm setting. We're setting it up, and we'll see if it works. Then I'll see about how do I make it cleaner. As long as I don't add too many conditions, it should be fine. And if I do end up making too many conditions, then I'll figure out a better way of doing it instead of just because right now it's just literally a single bool. But if I ended up having like 10 bools, which I don't want to do, then obviously we need like something else, an enum or yeah. Yeah, I haven't dealt with databases as of yet. My database is a data table. That's the best. That's the most I got. Data tables. You get the string data input, that into a variable, and then use to hotkey to go up and down the array and print. Your voice to text is broken. Okay, I was confused. I was like, and then use two hotkeys to go up and down the array and print. I'm like, he might, I mean, he seems smarter than me. Maybe this is some very advanced stuff I'm not getting. Good to know that it's just, it was text to speech, sorry, speech to text not working great. Okay, so if we did this, then maybe it works. This still works. Crit tier 2, excellent. But let's do crit tier 1, excellent. Now, if I did critical damn tier 1, right? I got all that. But if I did critical damn asterisk, I get just critical damage. So which one do we have multiple tiers? We had critical chance. So if I did critical chat, critical C even, and asterisk, I get critical chance, and then I can still filter out with tier 2. The downside to this is I cannot put tier 2 at the beginning. It would have to be at the end, but that's fine. That lets us to search for a full string here. What I could do, and I don't know user-wise if this would be better, is I could do like asterisk critical C asterisk. They just make it has to be between two asterisks. Actually, why asterisk? Why don't I do double quotes? Because that's literally how you search exact things in searches in like Google and stuff. Why don't we do this? It has to be between double quotes. And if it's in between double quotes, then I'll search that specific thing. Now, it only does it once. We want to... Now, I feel like this is... No, I'm going to keep it asterisk. I'm giving it an asterisk. I thought about it a little longer. It doesn't... It's a little more intuitive in terms of search, but it's a bit more pain in the ass as a user to put in double quotes. Is the one you use as a wildcard? Oh, like when it's asterisks, it's a wildcard? Yeah, that's true. That is typically used for wildcards. I can do tilde. I feel like that would be a little more pain in the butt to use. Yeah, maybe I do yeah, put in quotes. I'll put in quotes. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna parse it into quotes, and then we get 1. We do the thing with 1, and then we need to get 0 and 3. Sorry, 0 and 2. Okay, then I can do append. I might need to add a space for B before B. This is not the best way of doing this, but ooh, but it'll break if I have only 1. Critical sorry, damage. If I do in quotes, that didn't work. Oops. That didn't work at all. Why did it not work at all? Oh, I know why it didn't work at all. Because I told it to call empty strings. I don't want it to call empty strings. There's critical damage. And if I want to still search something else, I can afterwards or before. But if I did 1 asterisk, it works this way. If I did 1 asterisk afterwards, it doesn't work. And it probably throws errors. Yes. Because there's no 2. If we can do a check here to see if it's empty or not. This is becoming a mess. So here we can do a select. Select based off whether this is empty. If it is empty, then we just take 0. We just take this one. If it is not empty, then we append. Okay. Crits, damn. Gives us nothing. It's correct. Errors because let's try to access index 2. Why is it trying to access index 2? But it's you're doing something wrong. Either that or overlap event ain't doing it. What are you doing, Leo? If you want, post it in the Discord. I'll take a quick glance at it. Oh, you know what I can track? Length. Greater than 2. Because that means we need to get index 2. Right. Okay. Why attempt to access index 2? Attempt to access index 2 with an array of length 2. Oh, that's length 3. Wait. Did I not do greater? Length is greater than 2. Am I being dumb? If it is not greater than 2. Oh. I am being dumb. Less than 3. Do I want to do less or equal to less than 3? If it's less than 3, then that means I don't have anything afterwards. No, I'm still being dumb. How am I can't count to 3. Is this what's happening? Am I failing to count to 3? How is this? Try Spanish. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, cinco, seis. I don't know why I know that song, or at least I remember that part of that song. Two. That's why. If it's less than two, or wait, it was less than two. This was true. This was less than two. It should have just gone this. Why is it doing this? No, I'm not swapping to Portuguese. Brazilian Portuguese. That's so odd. So, is empty doesn't work? It's just not valid. Okay. We know it's 2. Send it? Okay, I'll check it out in a second. Okay. Let's see. Quick detour. Does object influence interface? If it's true, influence interlink. You don't need the does it implement interface if you're doing this already. Because here it'll just say it's not valid if it doesn't have this interface. Because you're already using a interface check. I'm pretty sure you can bypass this. Not 100%, but I'm pretty certain you can bypass this. So does this work? Does begin overlap work? And end overlap just doesn't work? So begin overlap doesn't work. What are you checking for? What is your sphere collision checking for? Where are your collision settings? Even with yeah. So if overlap is not even happening, check your collision settings. Check where type your thing is. What I mean is, for example, here, right? I'm ignoring everything except this. I'm checking overlap on this. But you need to make sure the thing that's being overlapped is also this type. Okay. You have it set to block. You want to set it to overlap. Change to overlap. Okay, so here's... Okay, here, I'll explain. So we have this. This. The left one is your trace. Right is your thing being traced. So you're ignoring everything except target detection object. So this needs to be an overlap because you want to check for overlapping of the target detection. But your type here is world dynamic. It's not target detection. Your object type here then needs to be target detection. Because that's what it's checking for. It's checking for your object type, for object response. That's why. So change the object type from world dynamic to target detection, if you're doing it this way. And then you need to set it to block. If also the map, because you don't have your collisions set to block for target detection by default. Yeah, because your static meshes, your default for target detection is ignore. And so it becomes target detection and it falls to the ground. Right? Because everything is set to ignore by default. That's why. But basically, if you want to stay on, let's say, world dynamic or pawn, then you need to search. Then you need to, instead of using target detection here, you need to do world dynamic overlap. That's fine. So I realize you guys can't see like part of it. Right? That's fine. But then world dynamic then needs to be on overlap. And then it uses world dynamic, which is fine. Right? But it needs to correspond. And then its type needs to be set to block, I believe. So it actually sends the information back. So for example, here, I'll show you an example. So my character, right, has an interact thing where it does a little sphere trace around him that triggers off something. So in my character here, I have this interact, and all it does is a little sphere trace, and it checks this trace channel interactable. So it does a sphere trace interactable. This is not an object trace, this is a sphere trace. So in your case, you'd want object trace because you're using just a sphere collision. You're doing the right thing with object trace. But, right, I have interactable. So I'm checking against that. So it is becoming traced. And then on interactable objects, on their collision, I set the interactable to be blocked because he has to know it. Okay, so you need to overlap and make sure your object type is correct if you're doing an object response, which you are. And then that object response needs to be blocked. It's a little convoluted. I'm probably not explaining it the best. But hopefully that puts you on the right track. I think I don't want the double quotes anymore. I do want the double quotes. You don't understand why this is being the way it is. True. It goes to true, so it only goes to 0. It never goes to index. It never goes to 2. Where is it getting 2? Where does this happen? Yeah, it's getting it from here. But we just confirmed that it goes to true. Am I... We're confirming that it's going to true. True does not go to 2. Because that goes into false. Am I taking crazy pills here? So I'm gonna restart Unreal. I mean, maybe I'm doing something really stupid. But it's saying true and then it's complaining about something in false. Or hold on. Oh, is this one of the... Oh, I think I know what's happening. Some nodes check both true, like both inputs, even if it doesn't use both inputs. And I bet you that's what it's doing. So even though it's not doing this, it's still calculating something here. Yeah, I bet that's why. Don't stick with world dynamic. Do it. This seems to be working. Nice. There you go. Yeah, but that's why. Yeah, if you set it up where its default is block, and you can change the default, and it works. You spent 40 minutes, undid what you did because was wrong. Find out that I could fix it with 2 clicks. You're doing something stupid too. Hey, but now you know. Next time you won't make that mistake. So we cannot use this method then to get the before and after. You know what? In that case, instead of an asterisk, I'm just gonna make it an exclamation mark. And just do that. We'll get hit by the stupid sometimes. Every day we dodge it, but sometimes we get hit. You guys dodge it? You guys can dodge stupid? I've never dodged stupid. I've embraced stupid. just embrace it. Let it flow through you. I'm making an exclamation mark. This is exact or combo search. Leo says he's dodges, which is insane to me. I didn't know that was possible. I've embraced it a long time ago. Crits, damn. Search for that, parse it. No extra. Extra. Oh. Get 0. Not 1 anymore. And then here, get 1. Crits, damn. Sorry. Critical damage. There it is. Critical, chance. Tier 1. There it is. Okay, we're going with this. Exclamation point. Makes more sense. We can't do tier at the beginning then, but that's fine. Or you can do separated and it does all of them. Or if you want to, you can do critical chance exactly, and then just anything with damage. There we go. And then we can still do like tier 2. And then filter out anything that's like a certain tier. That's where we're going with. It makes sense, or at least it makes more sense. Asterisk being a wildcard Yeah. Is it? Yeah. Makes sense. Cool. We're good. We're gonna need to add more searches down the line, but this'll do, pig. This'll do, right? I believe that's the saying. Is that from Simpsons? That'll do, pig. That'll do. Where's that from? No.
Pausing for ads.
It's from something else entirely. From a movie that I have not seen. But it became such a thing. It's an ending from Babe, which is about a pig. And he's literally talking about a pig. Or talking to a pig. Fair enough, you know what? Okay. Wait for ads. Or do you want to do, maybe I should do the search for, ooh. Searching for specific keywords is going to be more difficult. Keywords, oh, also the word tier is more, hold on, I just realized something. I'm using the word tier. That I'm using the word tier, but that is not translated. Oh, I want it to be translated. Exclamation mark, I think everyone can do. But the word tier, make literal text. Here. And now we can have this. You don't need to evaluate in range targets anymore? Yeah. Yeah, because they're automatically in range when they go into your... Yeah, that's why I told you to do it that way. So you don't need to do all those checks. The only thing, not everyone, you try the command and nothing... No, you put the exclamation mark afterwards, not before. Yeah, it's just whatever it is, and then exclamation mark tells you, like, okay, everything before it, you know. Yeah, sorry, you did it wrong. Example? Critical damn? Exclamation mark. Gets me just critical damage. But if I put it before, then I just get critical and damn. So if we do make literal text here, Oh, was it? Oh, okay. We can have it be I'm going to. Oh, I see. I see. I see. So if we go to Tools, Localization Dashboard, I want to add a location. Function libraries. Gather text. Guts, what is tier in Brazilian Portuguese? Please tell me it's not the word tier. Okay. Thank you. Like the water from your eye when you sad? No, not like the tier of cards. For tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Not that. We're talking about tiers of cards, not being sad. You're way too tired for this. Go get some rest. Hold on, let's go to translate. Here to Portuguese. Nível. Here's an interesting question I have. Can I paste in here? Oh my god, I can paste. Yes, good. No. That's tear, Leo. That's tear. Draw back card. Draw back card. You cry every time. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Shifty? But here's also one of the worst that you can keep. We need to do a test here, you guys. The whole point is to do a test. So I did that. Compile. I should have done gather text again. Gather text. We need to test this. Wait, why does it still say 99%? Oh, some things need review. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll that's fine. Okay, so if we go to editor preferences, language. Okay, so Oscar, I can search for aumento de cha, and then I can put the exclamation mark in, and it works. And if I put in nivel 1, it doesn't work. Why no work? Why not work? Isn't that search system going too far? What do you mean? I just want the word tier. Is it worse? I feel like having if it's worse being this way, then I'll revert it back to tier. I was just thinking, like, if I too elaborated. Well, like, if I translate it to a non, like, let's say I translate it to Japanese. I don't want to force people to then type in English the word tier, like if they're Japanese. Make sense? So that's why I'm thinking I do it this way. Oh, I need to restart, right? I need to restart. I think that was the thing. Yeah, my thought process was like coming at it not so much from like Brazilian Portuguese, where you can write the word tier, no problem. But if it's translated to something like Japanese, Chinese, then oh, it's there. I guess it doesn't work. Hold on, does it still search for tier then? Tier 2. No. So it doesn't do either one of them. What? Why doesn't it do either one of them? Yeah, and it works that way in English. What the heck? Where's Unreal? Hey, Sworn, welcome in. Isn't it really late for you right now? What do you mean, where's Unreal? You're looking at it. What if I did tier name? $4.16 a little early here. Fair enough. Is that color button for tier simpler? No, it's not searching. It's like if I'm, hold on, I'll show you. You can't believe it's so unreal. Oh, I see. You were seeing something else before. Oh, okay. Feel a lot of games do a checkbox with tier color? No. Yeah, but I just want to do if I'm putting it into the search field. You don't see players typing tier 1 to see tier 1? a good point. That is a very good point. Okay, I won't worry about this then. I'm not removing it. I'm just removing the translation part of it. You bring up a good point, Guts. Bring up a good point. Bring up a good point. And that's the kind of feedback I like. Yeah, yeah. Build a filter for different tiers is nice to have if this is what we're talking about. Yeah, and I have the ability to filter tiers, but we had it in the search, but Gus does bring up a good point. To you. English. Yeah, because here we can do tier 2. Did I break everything? Broke everything. How did I break everything? Oh, that's why it wasn't working before, because I didn't change it in both locations. I don't know why it's broken now. That's what we were looking at before. I didn't notice the game. Yeah. Yeah, this is my deck builder. My deck builder. I recently added. And you can do searches here. Oh, here we go. Is tier 1 working now? No. Oh, does it not work if I do tier 1 like this? Hold on. Crit chance. Tier 2? No. Oh, sorry. Critical chance tier 1. Tier 2. If I did just tier 2, why does that not work? Okay, well, either way, I guess it doesn't matter if it doesn't work. If we do the way you're saying, which is the smart way of doing it. Okay. Okay. In that case... I guess I'll just make 3 buttons. Search for attribute or level in this scenario would be good to have. One search box for everything can get confusing. So, what I want to have is be able to search for the cards that searches the text and everything. And I also want to search for not tags, but like keywords. Oh, here's a thought. Here's a thought I just had. Right now, I'm searching each one separately. What if they all need to be combined on one search? What I mean is, if I search crits dam, right, I get all of this, which includes critical, because that's critical, and anything that is the word damage. But what if I type something in, and And instead of even the exclamation mark, why doesn't it just filter each time? So if I want a critical damage, I can specifically just write crit dam. And then it would get me... but then sometimes you'd want to do different ones. You'd want to get, like, multiple... Is that good? Because then, theoretically, you could do critical damage. You want critical crit, anything that's crit dam and unstackable. And then it would get, you know, all of that. And then you could do, like, keywords. And then it would search, like, between all of those things. Why don't you ask ChatGPT what logic to use? Your take would be the one search bar as you have, and by default it searches for everything, tag, level, and what have you. Then a Y key or button to open advanced search, which checkbox for what you want. Oh, that's a good idea, Sworn. That's a good idea. Yeah, then all the keywords can just be down below. And you just select them. Sounds like an MMO search tool. So, are MMO search tools good? Yes. I don't think I'm going to implement it now, but I'm going to put it on my list. I like that idea. It all depends on the MMO. I mean, true. Very true and real. Yeah, this is done. So search drop down for tier keyword options. Look, if you're on a controller, you're not even going to have access to the search effectively. So, right? Because you can't type. But if you do have a keyboard, then you'll actually you'll see. Then even those people will be able to use the like tag search with a drop down, because you can enter nothing and it'll search by those things. Look, Guts. You got to remember that this project is both for me to make a game that's fun, and it's also a great learning experience for me. And that's like a fun, and this seems fun to figure out and learn from. So, yeah, sounds fun, and that's the main thing. You make a loading screen where you have a mini game that shoots ducks with a bazooka until the game loads. Yes. Yes. See, Sworn gets it. Sworn gets it. Okay, we'll say good enough for now. But the next thing I wanted to do was this deck builder. So I want to do, I want to open this deck builder on the hub level and the collection on the like level 1 and above. Learning stuff? How about C++, Madge? I tried learning C++. I got bored again. It's too boring. Sorry. I think I learned a little bit of C++ and then I got bored. We make a game within the loading screen. We call it metagame. Why don't you call it a game loader? Fair enough, Sag. Look, I make a loading screen for the loading screen game. Oh, loading screenception. Loading screenception. Okay. UI here. This pause menu. We're no longer doing the display stat stuff. Change this. It is gonna be a. It is pause menu. Yes. No. Okay. Let's move it down here. Your time has come, guys. You went as far as you could. Have a good night. Don't push yourself. Get some sleep. Get sleep. Get some rest. I want these two. What? Can I get these two? Pressing Control D. Control C. Control V. There we go. Why be like that? Okay, I need the deck builder. Player reference is self. So I want this is the deck builder. So we're gonna convert to a check if this is valid. If it's not valid, then we create it. And if it is valid, we just add it to viewport. I know, crazy. Okay. Good. Now, problem right now is the key binds to close out of it are now wrong. So let's go to graph. I'll key down. So instead of 1, I want tab. Or I want escape. There we go. But this is working now. There's no controller yet, Swarn, yet. That is my next thing. That is literally going to be my next. After I do this, and we have this UI working, I'm going to try to figure out how the hell I make this work with the controller. This is going to be hell on earth for a little while I figure that out. Because I don't know how to do selections with a like, I don't know how to make it so you select things. Like here and here. Yeah. I'll figure it out. It might be like... I also need to figure out how to hide the mouse. Not figure out how to hide it, but like, I need to also hide the mouse when you're using a controller. Or I guess you just move it off screen. You want to see that Unreal UI for controller isn't optimal at all? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but this is dependent on what level we're on. So here we're gonna check. We're gonna get game mode reference. Get current dungeon level. If it is equal to 0, which means it is the hub. Then we do this. Otherwise, we do the other one. Collection.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay. Okay, well, as we're going, I'll be right back. My goodness, he's back! You manually, like, press up, it changes menu index -1, changes color, and so on. All the manual as the support of the controller is the widget. Yeah, I need to figure out basically the idea I have to do it, and again, I don't know how to execute it yet. Is let's say the bumper, like bumpers will change between the different sections. God, everything works. Why didn't I do this before? Well, you never asked, Leo. You never asked. You're welcome. Is it easier? No AI. No need to check like 20,000 things. You're welcome. Yes, it just works. Exactly. And not the Bethesda kind of it just works. The real kind of it just works. Yeah, so the way I'm thinking of doing the controller support is, let's say you know, certain buttons will go to certain like sections, like the collection, the deck, whatever, and then your, you know, left, right will go through the cards. You're punching air hard? Man, that air has that air hurts probably. It's in pain. It's hurt. Why are you punching air hard? What did the air do to you? Air is so nice. It kills you, but it also lets you breathe. So it lets you live and it kills you. The annoying part comes when you want to focus and change focus with the controller. Doesn't quite work. Yeah, the main thing is I need to figure out is how the hell to even quote unquote focus on an area. And I'll need to just go on YouTube and search up, you know, some stuff for it. Figure stuff out. It'll happen. But that's the next thing. I want to do controller support. Like full controller support. So now, if I come here and I press tab, I get this, my deck builder. And if I come here and press tab, I get the collection, which is technically needs to be re-set up. And then I can't close it because it's not set up for it. You didn't reach your brain to think of this, apparently. Sometimes you need just someone else to, you know, push you in the right direction. I know that that's for me, like, a lot of times the way. When one uses create sound 2D and then play sound, does it kill the sound automatically? Does it kill the sound? I always assumed that currency settings. Interesting. I need to look into that. I always assumed that it plays it and then just that's it. Like it's not like something that saves in the world. We changed create sound 2D to a constructor and just used play sound, but short after it stopped working. Oh, odd. I mean, once it plays, I think it just when it's done, it's gone. Like it doesn't stay in memory. It plays it and then it's gone. Sort of like a particle system that plays and you have it auto kill. I think that's how it works, if I had to guess. You're not sure if it keeps adding up to memory? I mean, I genuinely don't know. My assumption is, yeah. No, it shouldn't, because it doesn't make sense for it to. Because why would you need it to store it? But, again, I'm entirely guessing on that one. Well, I'm presuming, based on how I think it probably should work. Of my knowledge of Unreal. Okay, let's go to the collection. So this, go away. Grid panel. Scroll box, rather. Why is... What? Oh, it's because of this. I don't need that anymore. How is this on the right? Whoa! What's going on? Okay, let's just go ahead and remove the scroll box. Remove this background. This needs to be wrapped with a scroll box. Scroll box, full screen. And needs to be a vertical. It's vertical. This needs to be fill. Okay. Now I need to kill a bunch of stuff. You're going away. I don't need the whole mouse enter, mouse leave stuff. That can all go away. Reconstruct can go away. Compile. What I also then need, though, is on key down. Override. Key down. So drag drop. Okay. I don't think I need to cancel drag drop on this one. That can go away. So now if we go in here, and I press tab, nothing happens. Okay, good start, good start. Oh, also, I need to do all of this. And then construct. Set game pause. That's kind of important. I don't think I need to do this, but I will for now for consistency's sake. Didn't crash? Why, did you think you're gonna crash? This opens that. Why is tab not work anymore? Oh. Okay. Oh. I know why. Because I have nothing on the screen. Well, I wonder why I don't see anything. Oh my gosh, why did I ever think behavior tree was worth it? Everything works. Yeah, that's why I was surprised that you'd use behavior trees for a turret. So what is the take on the game? Your card building is like your character attributes for the level. So I need something to see would help. Yeah. So the way it works is, as soon as I test this, yeah. I can't exit out of here, but we're starting. So basically, this has a deck builder. So your run is entirely dependent on which cards you put into your deck. You'll have a certain amount of cost that your deck can hold, and cards cost a certain amount depending on the tier. So for example, all tier 1 cards cost 1, but if I add a tier 2, it costs 3. I'm doing debugging right now, so I'm at 99, but let's say you had 10, right? So that means you can do 7 cards and then a tier 2, so you get 8 cards total, or you can get 10 cards total. Now, every time you get to a level up spot or like a card slot, you get an option of one of 3 cards from your deck. So if I had only these cards, then these would be the 3 cards given to me as a choice. So effectively, once you beat a boss, you also get more cards. You unlock cards that way. And once you have a lot of cards, you can customize things to however you want your run to go. But that also means that if you have a lot of powerful cards, but only a few of them, then you will run out of cards quickly, and that means you get no more power-ups. Versus being able to have not as powerful, but more cards allowing you to go potentially longer. Because things will continue to scale up, and once you run out of cards, you'll only get health regeneration. So you'll get 5% health regen. Like a potion, effectively. That's the plan. So, but you can customize then your run to however you want. So if you don't care about doing critical, then you don't need it. If you don't want to do health, you don't care about health, don't put health in. So the defense, go full offense, go full defense, go combination. There's dash, right? Because there's all of these, right? So there's a whole dash section where you can do fire trail, you can do dashes, you can do extra attacks when dashing for damage when you're dashing. Combined with ghostly dash through enemies, so you can build the run how you want it, or build the game how you want it. And they stack together, so you can do interesting combos. But keep in mind, you always get 3 card choices, and 2 of them go away. So if in your deck you had these 3 cards, you only get 1 of them. So if this is your 3-card combo, and you get all 3 at one time, that means you do get no combo. So you can't plan on exactly 3 cards, for example, to be always guaranteed. Now, you can put you can put cards of different tiers. So I have crit chance up 5 and 10, tier 1, tier 2. And I can put both of them in my deck. And these actually stack together. So I can have 15% if I chose both of them. Some of them don't stack, so sometimes you want to use, certain more cards just to guarantee, maybe if you don't get a tier 3, maybe you'll get a tier 2. Then, it's give and take. So you get to play basically the way you want to play. And that's kind of I think that's a fun thing. Focus widget. How do you... Why does it work here? It's focusable. Ah. Yeah, so I think it's a fun idea. So there we go. And now if I add, let's say, health, crit chance, then there's health and crit chance. Nice. If you're gonna open an old project, they added a bunch of assets and random stuff. It was free at the time. Now it takes 200 years to open the project. Oh my god. By the way, guys, speaking of free and stuff. Not only does Fab now make it so you have 2 weeks to claim something. If you're not aware, you don't get the professional licenses for them. You get the personal licenses, because now there's 2 types of licenses, which means that all the stuff that you're gonna get, if you're earning over 100,000 per year, you cannot use any of it now. Whereas before you could. No, you can, as long as you're not making over 100K a year. As soon as you make over 100K, you need the professional license. In which case, well, you're SOL. Probably 10 here. You should be saying, yeah, for most people it's going to be safe, but that means that if you get bigger, you will need to do 100K isn't like an insane amount of money. Right? So, yeah, keep that in mind. Let's try 10. Okay, that works, but then I need to adjust the spacing here. I also probably want to say, probably put some text here that says like current, like collected cards. I want to center it. This work? No, I want to do width, but I want padding. Uh, 20. This. Imagine asking people to just stop buying the game because you'll pass 100K. Wait, buy it next year. Yeah, pretty much. Well, the thing is, once you see, I don't know, it's so not clear if you buy something and then you get to over 100K, can you not use the thing you bought? I think you can still use the thing you bought, but it's so not clear. I think it's at the time of buying if it's over 100K. So just don't buy your stuff, I guess, once you reach 100K, buy it before. It's for the year, so you have to preemptively do it. So you can't be like, your game has made 80K in the year, buy now. No, because then if it reaches 100K, right? I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't. It's such a unclear method. I really wish the way they would have done it is just personal and commercial. That's it. If you're doing it for personal projects, it can be cheap. And if you're making money off of it, here's the price for making money off of it. That's it. I wish they did that. They did it. But it is what it is. Horizontal. Center it. 60. Collection. Or, card. Collected cards. They need to get the last drop of their cows, squeeze until it squeals. Yeah, it's whips. I need to not do padding. Yeah. Oh, this now needs probably 9. That's okay. Yeah, there's collected cards. I need them a little bit bigger. Too much padding on the side. Too much padding on the top. Need bigger. Okay. Let's do 20. 20. Your top is probably fine. I need then padding on top. So it'll be about the same. So what we can change here is size of them. Scale over. So 275 here. Let's do 0.3 or 35. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8. Then, considering how many you're gonna get, I mean, 8 is 8 fits quite nicely. So you know what? Let's do 8. And we'll just increase the padding here to like. One more time, Adam. I don't know why, but this little, wipe thing around the border, I really like. Still. And there we go. So now we have, is it too big? For the collector cards, I mean, I think it's fine. It'll, all right, it'll go down. There'll be a scroll. So there's but the scroll is such a weird spot. I need the scroll on the sides. Do I need the scroll on the sides? I think I see the UI slightly different. So I think what we want to do then is this image can be a little darker. And then I want another image that is inset. It's a bit brighter. Um, 5, 5, 25. So we do something like this. Then we have kind of like a, here's the cards, they're in here. For now, I think it's fine.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
And then the scroll bar makes more sense. I don't like how it fits here, though, with the scroll bar. I don't like the fact that it goes over the... Okay, we'll need to adjust that. It's a relatively simple adjustment. Basically, the scroll box needs to be wider. And this needs to be narrower. Better, but not good. I guess I need to do the full width. Yeah, I need to do the full width here. Okay. So basically what we need to do is here. No padding on the left, right, or bottom. The grid panel, though, needs padding on the left, right, and bottom. And here, I don't want padding on left, right. So now, full thing. Add all the cards, add all the cards. For those that don't know, this is my debug screen. It's where I can give myself any card I want. There we go. So that's better. It's no longer interfering. I think I want some padding from the top as well. Is the only thing. No padding on the bottom, so it goes right up to the edge. Oh, it has padding on the bottom, but it still goes up to the edge. Interesting. I want padding on the top. It's interesting that it still goes all the way to the edge. I mean, that's good. I want that. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I think that's fine for now. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be pretty. So this is the tab menu, which is also the deck building menu here. So here you just get the deck builder. And here you just get the card collection. Because you should no longer be able to build your deck once you're inside the actual game. And I will change this to be tab, open deck builder, and hub. Or open collection. Collect, open, or view collected cards. Yay! Okay. So, search has been better. This has been better. I'm gonna need to look into how the hell to now how to basically navigate this and this with a controller. Because I think, well, yeah, I can open it, I can close it. Let me actually make it so I can close it with a controller. So at least we have that already implemented. There we go. Was my card encode a button? No. There's no buttons on the cards, because they have different states and stuff. So my card encode is, yeah, based on mouse button down, what it does, as well as in the event graph, or when I need to hold the button. When the button's being held and it's being selected, right, to play the animation and all that good stuff. All happens here. It's not a button. Couldn't do a button. Well, we had a button originally, but then you can do things like hold and other stuff. So it's not an actual button. You can set its focus and it will respond to direction keys. It's just when it's in focus, it doesn't respond to input action, even though it's set to listen to it. I'm thinking... One way I'm thinking about doing it, and tell me if this is going to be a terrible idea, is what if I recreate a mouse in the screen? What if I, using the thumbstick, move my mouse on screen? And then A is left click, B is right click. And then maybe like one of these is like scroll. Terrible idea. Okay. I just thought like that may be an alternative. If you think that's a terrible idea, then we're not doing it. Okay. I want to select, basically, like, select them. I just don't know how. We'll see. Up, down, left, right. Scroll with stick is a good idea. Yeah. That's what I want. But I can do it under the hood that way. What if I did it under the hood that way? But instead of like having him move the mouse, if I am here, the mouse, right, will go here, and then it will say, hey, it will keep track of the card in the column row. If I press right, it will move the mouse here, and then right here, right here. Right, it'll actually moving, and then right again would move it here. Up would go up. It's probably gonna be a pain in the ass to do it that way, but you theoretically could do it that way. But then, when you're at the bottom, you'd want it to maybe go here. Swapping between these two sections is gonna be a pain. Not showing the mouse, but highlighting the selected button, item, etc. Yeah. And then I guess what I can do is, like, maybe a bumper button or something will swap between selecting inside of the collection versus selecting in the deck. And then you do it that way. Control to activate in previous current index behind the code. Yeah, exactly. That might be a way of doing it. I think we'll play around with it tomorrow. See if we can come up with something. I think it could be fun. Try to figure it out. But I'd say it's a success tonight. Got done everything we wanted to. So, hey. Set the game mode to gaming UI. UI only, mess up the controller up. Oh. I understand what you mean. I'll look into it. I'll look into it. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 Pacific as always. And we'll dive into how the hell to do controller on a full complicated, effectively inventory system. Right? It's very similar to just an inventory system. For the deck builder part, at least. So, yeah, we'll go from there. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you guys next time. May I know to listen to input action in a widget, but it doesn't work properly at all. Yeah. Have a good night, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Leo.